Hello, one and all. This is WellArmedWithTacos. Welcome back to Let's Play Dungeons of Dredmor. When we last left off, we were about to finish floor 7. And as soon as we finish floor 7, I need to make you all aware of something. I need to not stand in this ice field as well. That would be kind of a prerogative. As typical with these Let's Plays, I haven't played this game in a week, so I'm going to need just a minute to get back into the swing of things, like making sure I keep Seismic Uppercut on very easy access. Let's try it. I failed. I want to try to get rid of these. So far, not a very good success rate. Well, I succeeded at 1 out of all of those. And that was some cheese. We're going to go down, find a room full of gold and a steam golem, or an ice golem. So, as I was saying, I wanted to make you all aware of something as we headed out into the next floor. What is that, you might be asking, or wondering to yourselves? Well, it is a remarkable piece of information that I did not believe I was going to be able to say when I started this. What is this? Dark Forces. That will give me the evil empowerment thing, which I don't currently need. What I do need is to kill this ice worm, preferably before it spits ice at me. You have to go. You need to go. Now you need to go in that order. Break that. Open the fridge. Look around. Which one is this? The Express Post. I don't remember what that means. I believe it turns into a thing. Oh. Oh. Well. Alright, I want to leave that one good and alone. And I want to open these carefully. Bad guy with 247 hit points. How do we deal with a bad guy with 247 hit points? We do it steadily from a range. I can throw that again. I will throw that again. Alright, he's out of his stun now. I could stun him where he is to keep him in the acid. I actually think that's a good idea. I prefer he walks into that rhizome trap. He did. Though it did not trigger. I would prefer to keep this guy out of melee combat if I can help it, just in case. It has a corrupting effect on any weapons and armor it touches. That's another good reason to keep it away, but most importantly, we don't know how hard this guy is going to hit, and it was one of these that killed me the last time, so let's bear that in mind. Fire seems to be relatively effective, and that wand is empty. Whoops, I meant to drop that. Even if it gives him a free movement, I'm okay with that. Do I have any booze? No, I don't have any booze that I can see. There's some on the ground somewhere else, but I passed by the opportunity to pick that up. Oh, nope, there's some. I'll take it. And keep an eye out for this guy, because my ability to throw acid balls is really going to come in handy. Right, acid ball. That was one of those fire traps going off. I don't want to waste all of my wands on this guy. I can try to transmog him, but that probably won't help me very much. Alright. Nice long autosave there. So now what I want to think I do is I want to wait. I want to key strike. I want to hit him with a rock. and go for a kill. He did not drop anything. Disappointing, but acceptable. In this one, a Dark Artifact Mutt Posse. It is a badass sword with a hell of a lot of stats on it. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to make a quick change here. I thought so. With the improved ability to disarm traps that this weapon provides, I can go put this somewhere where it's not going to be a terrible hindrance to me. I cannot throw it into a lake, sadly, but I can put it all the way up here on top of the other one. Alright, let's get my staff back. And the last one probably has a bad guy in it. Nope, another item. Gem-encrusted crossbow. That is a hard-hitting crossbow, but unfortunately I hold on to mine for the stats. Even though my critical chance is so low, it might not even... It doesn't even matter, but oh well. I don't have any skill in crossbows. What was I talking about before I triggered those traps? Those 3 chests. I don't remember. I remember saying we're almost done with this floor, which is still correct. We need to go out of this area completely, up and around into this area right here that you can see the mouse pointer at. Lots of flesh and intestines here. Oh, hello, Magic Dragon. Goodbye, Magic Dragon. And now we have to do this walk. It's a shame that was the staff. The good stuff is never a staff. Alright, let's get it open. To be honest, I have no idea how this game calculates the chances of certain items being dropped. Also, the last room here is a shop. That's completely okay. I have no idea how the game calculates the chance of things, and if certain weapon types, like swords, are more likely to drop than certain types, like, say, stabs. I don't know if it's just sheer random chance or anything like that, but it certainly feels like we've been getting screwed on the stab part of things. It's a good hammer. It actually might be better than this thing in terms of just being a hard hitter. Well, we have 11 and 14, which is 25, so and add that 1, 26 damage. So 16 and 15 is already more than that, plus 8 plus 8. It's got a resistance on it, and then some bonus to the stats I never use. It has more resistance on it. And then it's got the trap finding sense, but I can't hold it for the trap finding sense. I mean, I could in my inventory, but yeah, I'll probably just hold on to the hammer and use that as another backup weapon. I have enough backup weapons, really, frankly. Oh well. I'll probably hold on to it just for the trap finding thing. I mean, at this point, I'm fabulously rich. So, let's be honest, you know? I will just sell those. Now, we just take the closest way down, which I believe is going to be that one up there. Very close to where we came in, actually, because we came in through this one. And we even got a nice shot before we had to leave, so that's good. So I didn't want to say anything, especially when we ran into those 3 chests, because I could easily say something that would get me in a lot of trouble. Also, notice how I picked a door right next to a shop. That was very smart of me. Welcome to floor 8. And now that we are on floor 8, I can officially say, without a fraction of a doubt, And from a actual perspective, like factual basis, we are now over halfway through. There are only 15 floors in this dungeon. There's typically only 10, but the realm of the Diggle Gods has given us another 5. There are 15 total. Technically 7 multiplied by 2 is 14, so that's not enough, but 8 is over halfway. We are almost out of here. Also, I don't know if that potato is equally as dangerous as the other potatoes, so I'm just going to have to find out. Its melee attacks aren't that dangerous, but it was the spells from the other one that were a problem. Ah! This little guy is a problem. He's sort of like the other Wisp, just a lot more diabolical. I will take that dagger for selling purposes. Also, something else. I was wrong about what those mystical graffitis do. I noticed something explaining it on a forum when I was looking around for other information. I was wrong about what they do. They are actually codes that you use to access bits from one of the expansions. They take you to certain specialty floors. Not the regular floors, but other floors. And they're just, they're a new thing. I mean, they're not new, but they're new floors. And I'm at a point now where I think I've ignored them long enough. I don't really feel like I can still tackle them. I am pausing to think here. I need to do something about the situation that I'm in. Okay, you need to go. The potato did not fly up. If I move there, they will box me in. I need to use this and hope for the best. The best was successful. Right, I need to make sure I lock myself in here, because from here I can make a run for the stairs. Why am I not killing the potato, just in case? Also, my armor is down, must be aware of that. These potatoes don't seem quite as dangerous as the other ones. Could be famous last words. You are a gold golem. You, I believe, just turn my items into gold if I'm unlucky enough. Which, no, is not a good thing. I'm watching this. Okay. Like, he'll, instead of cursing your items to give them a negative debuff, it'll just be, he'll minus touch something into gold, and then you lose it. I believe they're capable of doing that. A footy! An ugly little monster. Not a very dangerous one yet. At least that particular one wasn't very dangerous. Diggle Smith. There is a lot of content that I have not been able to access this run. I haven't been able to see any of the Diggle God statues, which give you permanent buffs depending on which one you're using. Think like the stones from Skyrim. I haven't been able to access any of those. I haven't been using the graffiti things. I haven't located any of the teleportation pads that take you to other areas. Just haven't gotten any of that. And I don't know why some of it is like that. I think some of those things unlock only if I attempt to use one of those codes, even if I end up actually ignoring it. But some of it I should be able to access either way, but don't know. And at this point, I don't particularly care to change it. This is not a like, how to put this? Also, I'm out of lockpicks. This is not a thorough run of the game, if that makes any sense. I didn't set out to Let's Play this game. I especially didn't set out to Let's Play this game. I set out to Let's Play Hexen 2, in case you've forgotten. Believe me, I haven't. I'm still very bitter about that. Your store sucks. Your store really sucks. Have this dagger. Oh, also that orb. Did I get rid of that black orb? Yes, I did. It's not here anymore. So I can shrink that back down. Well, at least we have a spot to sell stuff to. I mean, I guess technically his store doesn't suck any more than anyone else's store, because I wasn't buying anything from there anyways. But, I am not trying to show off everything there is to this game, like I typically do at my Let's Plays. Now, I'm not trying to not show anything. I'm just playing the game how I would normally play it, because that's how this started off. This was just something that was supposed to buy a few videos worth of time while I work on finding a replacement. That's one of the reasons I did hardcore again. A, because it makes it infinitely more interesting as a series, but also because it wasn't supposed to keep going. I expected to die pretty much at the same time I did last time, and be able to move on to something else I had located at the time. So I really didn't set out with the intention of going through all the stuff, but it's just kind of wound up that way. Also, I'm watching you. Let's not take any chances. I'm not trying to get myself deliberately killed either, you know? Like, I'm trying to put up as much as a fight as I possibly can. He's going to trigger that, and he's going to make a lot of those things. Well, at least I can have them get rid of the ones that are actually in the way. The ones that are phased into the wall, I can safely ignore. But yeah, but this really wasn't meant to be as much of a thing as it is. But I'm kind of happy that it's turned into one, because I certainly like this game. I wouldn't have played it so much if I have, and I've put a lot of hours into this game. These guys are not even remotely threatening me. I put a lot of hours into it. I like this game. If for some reason Gaslight Studios wanted, I think it's Gaslamp or Gaslamp, wanted to put like more content into it, that would be great, but I highly doubt that's going to happen, considering they're defunct. They went under because reasons, as indie studios tend to do, unfortunately. But they made a really, really good game with this game, and I still love it to this day. And if you can tolerate modding, which I cannot, but if you can, making you a normal person, if you are a normal person, there is a very noticeable modding community of this game. I don't want to say large because I haven't really looked around it because I don't care to. I can't even say if it's still current, but I assume somebody is still making updates for it. Inconspicuous pressure plate. Take no notice of this pressure plate. That's right. Keep on walking. Go on now. That's right. I don't know how bad that bolt is going to hit. So frankly, it's probably better I just ignore it. But anyways, I really like this game, and compared to the other Let's Plays, every time I have a cycle of Let's Plays like this, there's always... Is that the same thing? That is the same thing. That's a pretty decent shield. I should be able to avoid the hit with this rock. Well, I'll never find out. It's probably a good thing. Let me look up. Nope. Usually when I do my cycles of Let's Plays, I have at least, like, there's always one game that is kind of my my relaxation game. I have typically one game that I like to play but gets on my nerves really fast. I have another that for whatever reason I'm just not enjoying anymore and I wanted to desperately end, and I have one that is kind of a perfect in between. It is no stress, not really much effort, not really much thinking, just go through and get it done. To give you a couple of examples, obviously the worst one, Eye of the Beholder, was one I just wanted to end completely. I wanted it over. Much more recently, I stopped enjoying Silent Storm at a certain point. once the suits started hitting, it was no longer an entertaining experience. There have been a couple of others. Pretty much every cycle, there's at least one game that I'm like, I'm not happy. I'm not doing this. I think one of the Bioshocks, I think Bioshock 2 got that bad at some point. Just because they ramped up the horror so badly. But there's always a game that just kind of represents the easy spot in the cycle, and that's definitely Dungeons & Dredmor right now. I can just do these videos without much trouble. The only thing it comes into is the time of my day, but all the Let's Plays do that. Speaking of the Let's Plays, I must end this Let's Play, or not this Let's Play, this video. So, thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off, and when I come back, probably continuing this conversation because these videos are back to back, and while it will be a day for you, it will be 30 seconds for me. So, I'll see you later. Take care, and bye-bye.